Hi everyone. Today we have Naveen with us. He is my batchmate from PGP-Finance and he has recently completed his internship with Crisil. So Naveen, why don't you tell our viewers about what Crisil does and what was your internship all about?
Yeah, Himanshu. So, hello everyone. So, the Crisil, it's a rating company basically. So, it rates all the financial instruments and the companies and also structured finance transactions. And it operates under finance domain and structured finance domain. So, basically, it also provides the research reports to the companies and also uh, helps companies with the policy and policy of risk and advisory. Crisil is a subsidiary of S&P Global 500. So apart from Mumbai, it has operations in Hyderabad, Chennai, and also in other countries as well. I guess there are more than 10. My location is based out of Mumbai, and the role I was in is a rating analyst role.
So coming on to the project, can you give us a brief overview? What work did you do, and was it in a hybrid mode or it was an offline project, live project?
Okay, so it was in a hybrid mode. Like I had a flexibility of going to office twice a week. So the project they would give us is that, as you all know, like Crisil is a proprietary, like a private company which works mostly on the data, and the data is very private and proprietary. So we do not have access to any of the data. And the project they give is like, which are the potential, like the projects that they are going to work in the future. So we had the project on digital ecosystem of digital lending. So my project mainly focused on study of the digital infrastructure behind the digital lending component. As you know, like the digital lending is near future, and most of the like fintechs are focusing only on digital lending as of now, as the payments has already passed, and that is a thing we had done in our project. And in that we like the tech focus I have taken, like what are the technology behind it, like ABCD technologies, artificial intelligence, blockchain, data analysis and all. And apart from that, we also focused on uh, the payments also, like because that the fintech, the whole generation, like origination of fintech has started with the payments in India. So then we have moved on to this digital lending.
Okay, so as you mentioned about digital lending, so you focused on the Indian markets or was it focused on the global markets?
So uh, my main focus is on Indian market, like what is the market size, market share, and all the main players in the Indian digital lending ecosystem. And also my comparison was mostly with respect to the US economy, China and UK, because here we have taken like USA is because it's a market leader, and the first digital lending has started in those economy. So I have chosen USA, and in comparison with UK and China, where does India stands? Because the payment ecosystem, if you see, China is the top and the market leader in the world. And coming to digital lending, USA is the market leader, and also the UK is a mature economy. So I took these comparisons so that it gives a gist where India stands with respect to the digital lending economy, and what are the potential for growth.
Okay. So, Naveen, hearing all the things that you said, I think it is more of a market research project.
Yeah.
And what are the key takeaways that you took or the value you added in the project? Can you share some light on this thing?
So as I said, like the data is very protected. We do not have access to those all ratings and rating methodologies they use, though we can find it in the regional, which is very less. And as I said, the Crisil also operates in this research segment. So all the projects that Crisil gives is mostly related to the research, and these research they would use further to like the insights we get and the market research, the consumer research we have done. So they'll be using it further, and based on that, they'll build upon their research and ratings accordingly.
Okay. All right. So, Naveen, coming on to the next question, how much did you find the relevance of the first year MBA program in your internship experience?
So one thing I can say is like you definitely should have a knowledge of accounting. This is because like while you are valuing the companies, you see my research started with what is the market share. So you should know the top players and their market value that they have. So the accounting basics would definitely work, and you should have a knowledge of the resources where you get the proper data. This is one more aspect. And the resources from the college also have helped. We have access to Statista, CMI database, which are very helpful. And like there are also other resources from our library, which I have used for the market research.
Okay. So Naveen, if you join as a full-time employee, then what is the career trajectory at Crisil, and do you know something about team structures?
Yeah, so I joined as an intern, and if I get a PPO, I'll be joining as a rating analyst there.
Okay.
And then they would be promoted in 2 to 3 years, I guess, into a senior rating analyst. And above that, you will be reporting to the associate director, and above that, you will have a director. So I directly I worked under a associate director.
If I ask you any 3 things that you like the most about this internship, so what would these 3 be?
So first thing I can start with flexibility of working. As I said, it's a completely hybrid, and you can go to the office. Like there is no in and out policy. You can go anytime and you can come anywhere, which is the flexibility I liked here. HR policies there are very flexible and very much employee oriented. Like they'll be celebrating everything. Like I have been there in 2 months, and we have celebrated more than 10 birthdays.
Okay.
And like we used to have cake every day. So thing like it's a open door policy they follow. Like I can tap into my senior director or director anytime. They are very helpful there.
Okay. So great, Naveen. I think you had a good experience there.
Yeah.
And so, do you have anything to suggest for the junior batch, that any skills they should learn if they are targeting this role?
So having the basics of financial accounting definitely helps.
Yeah.
And apart from that, like FMI course which we had, it would be an add-on, and also the marketing strategy, market research knowledge would help.
So thank you, Naveen, for your time. I think this interaction is quite valuable for all our viewers. So you can reach out to Naveen. We have pinned down his profile in the comment section. So thank you once again, Naveen.
Thank you, Manshu. Thank you all.